In this video, I'll be talking about how to actually build your dream body in 5 steps. You see, I used to be fat, anxious, depressed, lonely, and you can even see an old picture of me. Like, I was wasting much of my time, wasting much of my potential. Now I've built a fantastic physique that I'm now proud of, and build friends who are actually more goal-driven and become a lot more confident and mentally thriving too. At the end of the video, I have a special gift for you guys that actually helped me become jacked and ripped. Like, this is what actually my routine and what actually got me jacked, ripped, and to the point where I'm at right now. Step 1, set goals. So you want to isolate muscle groups. For example, like if you're doing bicep curl, you want to grow your arms. Your goal is to grow your arms, right? You'd isolate certain muscle groups, and certain muscle, like I highly recommend focusing either on your chest, your back, your abs, or arms, and that's it. Now for abs, do not focus on your abs, because I don't recommend focusing on your abs, because when you're doing ab exercises, you're not building your abs. You already have abs. You already have a 6-pack, but it's blocked by fat. That's all it is. When you train your abs, you are strength training it. You're building strength to your abs. Almost like someone who's able to squat, 1,000 pounds. Doesn't mean they have good legs. Tom Platz is a bodybuilder who's seen people who are able to squat 1,000 pounds. He has really good legs. You can see a picture of him right there. But the people who squat 1,000 pounds, they have really, really skinny legs. You have strong abs, but you don't show your abs. It's about body fat and cutting down to get those abs. But I will go into that in another video. But now you choose one of these muscle groups. I want you guys to choose one of these muscle groups to focus on. For example, you focus on your chest, your arms, your back. And I decided to focus on my arms this summer, and you can see my arms there, right there. You can see the difference, right? You can see the clear difference in my arms, right? I built a lot more definition and depth into my arms, as you can tell, and shoulders too. Yeah, look at that. Lighting isn't the best, but you gotta focus on one of these muscle groups and just set goals for yourself. Set goals like, I want to grow my chest out. I want to grow my arms out. I want to grow my legs out. I want to grow certain muscle groups. I recommend chest, back, arms, and pretty much upper body. Once again, neck's pretty good too. It helps you look a lot more masculine. And if you see Mike Tyson, he looks really masculine. He looks very tough. If you just look at him, he's wearing like a big long shirt. He still looks very tough because he has a very thick neck. The second step would be dieting. Now, you either bulk or cut clean. It's very important you eat really clean. Your body is like a machine, right? Your body is like a race car, you see. If you fuel up your race car, with cheap garbage fuel, it's not gonna go far. It's not gonna do as much as you can if you fill it up with expensive, luxurious gasoline that's made for race cars. You will go a lot faster in that. And also, you will damage and possibly hurt the car by putting cheap fuels into it. Just like your body. If you put cheap fuels into your body, it does not fuel you. It may actually even cause harm and damage to you, as you can see with diabetes and all different types of health problems from what you eat. One thing I noticed about a lot of diets is there's a whole bunch of diets out there, right? There's hundreds. But one thing that's been really consistent I've noticed is like they all cut out different things. Like they cut out sugars, they cut out, protein, they cut out vegetables, the carnivore cuts out vegetables, the vegetarian cuts out protein, and yet they both have really positive effects. They're the exact opposite side. But one similarity between like a lot of different diets is they usually cut out junk food. They usually cut out processed foods. And secondly, they cut out sugar, a lot of sugar, a lot of fat. Except for the carnivore, because carnivore is weird like that. But it's healthy fats, that's the difference. You cut out a lot of unhealthy fat, a lot of sugar, unhealthy fat, and processed foods. So that's the reason why it's really important to eat clean. You already know what it is to eat clean. I don't need to sit here and teach you, apples are good for you, yum, apple good. Vegetables are good for you. Protein, good for you. You already know this stuff. But one thing that you may have not known is bulking and cutting. For bodybuilding, it is highly important for you to bulk and cut. Now, you may be asking yourself, how do I know if I need to bulk and cut? And this is a very important question. Many people get it wrong. If you are skinny fat, I'm talking about either skinny or skinny fat, meaning your arms are slim, you don't have that much arm girth, and your legs, look at your legs and arms, look at them, both of them, and see, is it really, really skinny? Does it look like a twig, pretty much? And if it's really skinny, you need to put muscle on that. If you were to cut down right now, get 6-pack abs, right? A lot of people want to get 6-pack abs. That's when you want to do the 5-minute workouts, ab workouts that don't even work. I've done those before. They help smallest bit. And even still, me just cutting just got a lot more process than, just doing those 5-minute ab workouts. They're not going to get you any progress. But if you're skinny fat, if you don't have that much muscle on your body, you need to do something called clean bulking. You could research this anywhere. And I may make a video just dedicated to this, just clean bulking, where you eat a bunch of healthy foods, talking about chicken, rice, broccoli, a clean protein, a clean carb, and a clean vegetable. You can even add fruits in this too, fruits, nuts, whatever. Animal products, sure. As long as it's a clean, healthy food. Remember the big 3 things, not too much unhealthy fats. Not talking about fat on a steak, a little bit of fat on a steak. That is still healthy for you. Whole fat milk, that's healthy for you. Talking about fried chicken, pizza with a bunch of olive oil on it, that is not healthy for you. Anything processed, that's the second thing, processed. Look out for these. Processed, tons of unhealthy fat. You already know it's unhealthy fat. Trans fat, saturated fat. And then third is sugar. Look out for a lot of sugar. Sugar is so bad for you. Kills your testosterone. It kills your drive. It kills it destroys your energy flow and workflow in the gym. I'm not talking about eating berries and fruits. Fruits are really good for you. That is a good type of sugar. But when it's in, sweeties, is in candy, it's in the donut, that's not good for you. That's when it becomes really bad for you. Plus donuts are fried too. So anything fried, cut that out too, because that's unhealthy fat. But if you're fat, you will need to cut down, which I am making a whole video on cutting down because it's a whole big concept. Bulking up is simple as eating more. I highly recommend tracking your calories too, getting an app called MyFitnessPal. If you're not above age 18, you could use mine at Diary too. But MyFitnessPal is really, really good for you. It's free pretty much. There's a free and a premium account, but just use a free version and just use the maximum amount of benefits. Track your calories, know your maintenance, and then bulk up from there. Add a bunch of calories. So if you're fat, remember I'm making a whole entire video for you guys. So remember to like and subscribe and stick around because I will be making a video very shortly about how to actually cut down and slim that yourself down really quickly. Just cut down, lose a lot of weight, and how to actually come in shape. Step 3 is training. Now, I highly recommend training in the 10 to 15 rep range. You're the 12 to 15 reps. Those are really good for you. There's all different types of sets though. I recommend doing 4 sets of these, 10 to 15 rep range. That is what works for me, and that's where I've seen a lot of progress, and that's usually what I'm training. Now, hypertrophy itself is not a rep range. It's some scientific thing that stimulates muscle growth, right? When you train, it stimulates muscle growth. That is hypertrophy. That stimulation of muscle growth, that's hypertrophy. This is around the 5 to 100 plus range. You could be doing 500 reps and be building muscle. You could do 5 reps and build muscle. But to have equal amount of strength and to have equal amount of muscle growth, making sure that equal amount of muscle growth, 10 to 15 reps. So that means 1, 2, 3, you know reps is, right? Rep is just doing one bicep curl. I always love using bicep curl as an example because I don't have to move my arm too much or move my body too much, just one bicep curl. A highly important thing with training is the most important thing is make sure you have proper form. I don't want you guys doing your bicep curls like have clean, proper form. Research these forms. And so basically do the bicep curl, go all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. And form is the most important thing you need to emphasize. It doesn't matter how much you lift. It doesn't matter if you lift really heavy. As long as you have clean, proper form, that's what matters most. There's all different types of sets also, which we could go into, but I recommend for, just beginning, stick to this, okay? There's different things like drop sets where you you lift really heavy and then you slowly drop off the weight and rep them out and then drop a weight, rep them out. And there's even supersets where you're doing an exercise and then you don't take a break after that set. And then you hop to the next exercise. That works on a different muscle group, so you save time. We could talk about that in another video, but in this video, just stick to normal sets, okay? 4 normal sets, 10 to 15 rep range. Now for me, for my very last set, I like to rep it out with 50 reps. That is just me. This may work for you, and I know it helped me because I know David Goggins and other people have this training like methodology. And I've seen bodybuilders, other bodybuilders with this methodology where they would do really light weight, but they just do tons of reps, clean form reps that helps them stimulate muscle growth. And I've tried this with my last set to 50 reps. You either do the first or last set. I've been messing with the first set, just testing this out. This is not saying I'm saying this is the way. 10 to 15, just stick to 10 to 15. But if you're interested and you want to test something new, you can try this out. Like just get it light. We're able to do 50 reps and just rep 50 reps. And I want you guys to only prioritize cardio when you're cutting down weight or you're cutting weight because you're fat. Okay. Now it's good. It's really important to you to do cardio just to maintain. You don't want to get fat. You don't want to be really bulky and fat. You still want to do cardio. It's really good for you. But don't focus and prioritize cardio unless you're cutting down. Step 4, mentality. A lot of people don't know how to talk about this, which I have another video, my last video on success, on how to build success and achieve success. That has what I'm about to talk about, which talks about willpower and discipline. Willpower and discipline is 2 really good mentalities to have when you work out and just want to achieve your goals. Whatever goal you set, anything you set in place, your mind like, I want to, achieve this, dream physique. Willpower and discipline. Anything you want to achieve in life, willpower and discipline. That's what it takes. Now let me explain the difference between willpower and discipline. I won't go into depth into the explaining willpower and discipline and my previous video, last video. I may leave in the comments. Willpower is saying no. It is resisting the temptation. For example, if you get tempted to eat sugar, you say, no, I need this energy. This destroys my energy levels. This destroys my testosterone. I will not eat this sugar. It's saying that no in your mind. When someone offers you sugar, you say no. That's that mental willpower it takes. And this willpower skill can be leveled up and developed, which I go into the last video on success. So I highly recommend you guys check those out. But willpower goes even deeper because it goes into other things like resisting. It's anything resistance. So resisting porn, resisting social media, resisting lust. That is a form of willpower, and it can be developed and trained. And I explained it in the last video and how to actually train and build your willpower skill. Discipline is just doing the hard work, especially when you feel like it. That is a quote from Hamza, but this is the easiest and simple way to describe it. It is doing the hard work, especially when you feel like it. When you don't feel like recording a video, you record a video. When you don't feel like going to the gym, you still go to the gym. When you don't feel like you diet, you still diet. That is discipline. Building that mental discipline to just do the exact same thing every single day is really important. And I go into, in my previous video, once again, if you guys really check out after this video, is talking about. Now, something else really important to have is positivity and a really good attitude. These 2 things go hand in hand together to bring a positive attitude, and it's really good to have a positive attitude when you come to life. Like, don't see things in such a negative way. Like, switch what type of music you listen to. Don't listen to such negative, condescending music. Everything you listen to, everything you hear. I am influencing right now. Everything you hear influences your teachers who taught you influence you. The church you go to influences you. The people around you, the music you listen to influences you. So if you listen to sad music, you're rather a sad person. You're most likely going to be more sad. You must be a lot more emotional. And that used to be who I used to be like. I used to listen to a lot of sad music. So guess what? I was sad. But I listen to a lot more motivational music now and consume a lot more music that will help me and benefit me, like music that help me focus. That's the difference. You gotta be careful what you listen to and have a very positive attitude when you come to things. You know, see the bright side of things and do not like be worried and say, oh, I'm not getting success right away. You know, I'm not getting success right away. I've been going to the gym, you know, for, you know, a couple weeks and I haven't got, you know, I don't have an aesthetic body. Of course not. It takes years to build a aesthetic body. It takes patience just to say, hey, I know this one workout will help me in 10 years, 8 years, 7 years, however long. And you'll still make progress on the way. Like, you'll still slowly grow your bicep. But, you know, in 8 years, you're going to have a whole entire fantastic physique. You have giant muscles. You will look absolutely phenomenal. It takes that positive attitude to help you get there. Number 5, training block. I highly recommend getting on a push-pull leg rest. This is a very popular and common bodybuilder training routine and training block. So push days, that means you're doing all pushing movements. You can look up and research your own exercises for these days. So pushing movements, for example, would be like the bench. That is a pushing movement. You're pushing the weight up, in, and that's the main movement. The main movement is pushing the weight up. That would be the example of the bench. Second is pull, right? So, for example, that would be bicep curls or pull-ups, right? Because you're pulling the dumbbell up to you, or you're pulling your weight up to you. You know, you're pulling your weight up above the bar. And leg is just working on legs. You do squats, you do hamstring curls, Nordic curls, everything you need to do. Rest is rest day. But I highly recommend having an active rest day. Instead of just a normal rest day, have an active rest day. Like, you still go on walks, like you set the intention and you go to the park and walk. Rather than just walk around your workplace, no, you walk in the park. You go somewhere, you know, you do a little bit of jump ropes. You know, you do a little swimming. You know, you play your favorite sport. That's still an active rest day. Sure, you know, it isn't comfortable. It isn't easy. And it's something that trains your willpower, but that's just getting the exercise in is really important for you. If you're starting out, I'd recommend you doing this split once a week. So just doing push, pull, leg, rest those week, right? So just work out 3 times a week. But if you're not starting out and you're actually want to take this seriously, and you've been working out for a while, you've been hitting those 5-minute ab workouts, but you're not making progress, then hit it 2 times a week. This is what I highly recommend. Like, only if you're first starting out, your very first time starting out, and first interest in bodybuilding and building muscle, 6-pack, whatever, then you may want to just start with that. But I highly recommend switching over like next week to doing a push-pull leg rest. Push-pull leg rest 2 times a week. So, okay, you're training 6 days a week and off 1 time a week. Or an active rest day. Okay, you're just like going for walks. That is an active rest day. Going for a light jog or in the park. That is really good for you. Good to get that vitamin D inside of you, get those nutrients inside of you, and get to that cardio inside of you. Finally, the bonus. What I've been talking about, and like the bonus that actually helped me achieve success and build a muscle. Now, I hate to say this, but this is all coming soon. Okay, I want to give you guys a free workout template that I've been working on very soon. It'd be this template is very temporary. I'm planning to take down this in 2 weeks. I have not finished this workout template yet. I'm still working on it, still developing it, but it's coming very soon. So please like and subscribe. Stay tuned to hear and see this workout template I'm talking about. And I'm very excited for you guys to see this workout template that I've been, building up for a year, 2 years now. that just really changed my life, that helped me just really build my aesthetic physique. And I'm only like a year, almost 2 years into training, and I'm already building a really fantastic physique, more progress than I would actually comprehend. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I want you guys to know Jesus loves you, and I'm praying for you guys, and hope you guys achieve whatever you want to achieve. Catch you guys later. Peace.